Hey guys, Vaughn here. So I want to show you my new microphone. This is the Shure SM7dB. That's dB decibels. It's the next evolution in the legendary Shure SM7B line, which has been finicky to power. You always had to get extra gain out of it. Now this is currently going into my Rodecaster Pro 2, giving the default preset 55 decibels of gain. This has a built-in preamp. So in order to get that advantage, you have to get 48 volts of phantom power. We've got that turned on. We're going to now hit bypass. That'll give us our 18 plus 18 decibels of gain. And 28's the next switch. And this is a little bit overkill. I mean, you really gotta whisper if you're gonna use this much juice. So why don't we switch that back down to 18 and kind of talk in a normal voice here. I don't really want to have to normalize the sound here. I want to give you guys the impression of what this is like using it. Is it overkill? Possibly. This would have been super great 5 years ago when it was harder to get a mixer interface that also gave enough decibels of gain to be able to make use of this kind of microphone. Now most of them can get just 60, maybe 70, and that's more than enough to be able to get by with the SM7B. It is kind of nice having that cloud lifter built in, and it makes sense for the people over at the cloud lifter company because, I mean, if the interfaces, if everybody gets a Rodecaster Pro 2 and you don't need the cloud lifter anymore, hey, go straight to the source, put it in the microphone, right? I think this is also a rather cool mic for reasons that don't seem that apparent on the surface. You may be thinking it's overkill, so currently it's an extra $100 over the SM7B, which if you're already in that deep, you want the best stuff. Is the branding on it that necessary? The black, you got the black as opposed to very dark gray look across the foam, and you got sort of a Shure insignia here. I'm not really totally sold on that. They also very much into their green. I got my green light going, trying to be on theme here. But at the same time, it does have these switches, which now you can actually work the switches. If you've tried working the switches on the SM7B, you can't. You have to pry them down with some kind of tool and possibly jack up the back of your very expensive microphone. That's why you have a plate that you can put on the back to hide all the scratches you've incurred. One of the interesting things about this, though, it's not a ripoff. It's not a bunch of knockoff floating around from China. Yeah, the first SM7B I bought turned out to be a fake, and the people over at Shure were not happy about me even having a video unboxing it. They wanted it taken down. I need to show you what that looked like because it was incredibly authentic looking. It sounded like complete trash, but it fooled me until I was, a few videos in using it going, this sounds so terrible. What's the deal? I need to contact somebody. You're not going to find fakes of these. Not yet anyhow. So at the very least, you have that going for it. The more functional switches, the fact that you buy one of these, you know it's legit. And trust me, there are so many of these fake SM7Bs running around because everybody wants to be like Rogan, that there is some assurance in having the latest in the line. Now, is it maybe 5 years too late? What would we have next? Possibly a USB-C plug, so you can just, hey, why don't we just jack that straight into the computer? Bypass all this other stuff we got going on over here. No need for the, cut out the Rodecaster guys. Cut out Rode, cut out all of these other interfaces. Shure just says, hey, we're making a deal with cloud. We're going to have that in here. We're going to just go ahead and just give you the USB-C. Hey, Apple's on the USB-C now. Why don't we just go ahead and do it too? That's probably actually the next step. If we ever get there, I'm not totally sure. I don't know why we haven't gotten there yet. And would that undercut some of their other microphones? That could be the case, and why we don't have those right now. Now, I do have the bigger windscreen on here, the cool podcast one. The other one it came with, a little bit smaller. Both of them very popular. Some people like to use them naked. I mean, I'm not really totally opposed to that. I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of an example of what this looks like. I'm not balancing the sound out. I want this to just be totally natural. What it sounds like, presets, just right here. This is what you got. I want to give you guys the experience of what the like ASMR close talk might be on this. The plus 28 dB, that's a little too much. 18 might just be kind of the sweet spot. You know, if you're one of those microphone lickers over on Twitch. And am I just talking too sexy here? Is this a little ridiculous? Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Does this look good? Is the branding too much? Is the black a little too much for you guys? And the branding, they know you want to put this on video. That's what it is. They know you want to show off that you got the big dog in town, that you're an authority, you got the $500 microphone, you know what you're talking about.
Hey, it's Vaughn's mom again, so I just wanted to remind you that instead of buying Vaughn's weird pictures online in various states of undress, you can just bookmark his Amazon affiliate link, and then when you shop Throw It on Amazon, he gets a few pennies here and there.